Domain Dave, cheapwinefinder.com. And we got another wine review for you that we always do. Here we go. It's the Josh Reserve Bourbon Barrel Zinfandel 2021. Josh Reserve is Joseph Carr. He's a sommelier, and he had his own wine thing going. And he came up with Josh in 2006 to honor his father. And here's my wine truism to get out of the way. Any winemaker who has a wine that he names after a loved one, the matriarch of the family, a daughter, son, wife, anything, that is the very last wine they're going to cut quality on. I mean, every other wine in their line, they might have to go out and buy cheaper grapes or do something, but that one, they're going to keep it good. So Josh, named after his father, he's going to keep the quality up. And this is reserve wine. It's a $21, $22 wine, and it's usually about $18, $19. But I found it for $10, and that's because wine and spirits and beer are way off. And wine shops do not want, at the end of the year, to have stacks and stacks of cases of wine that they couldn't sell. And so a lot of times, to get you in the store, they will drop a wine or two in their weekly wine sale at 50%. You go, oh, I can't mess that up. And once you're in there, you might buy one or two other ones. And that's how they kind of get you back in the shop, because we couldn't make people quit going to the shop, and give you some good wine. So this is a wine I probably wouldn't have purchased. I mean, I'm familiar with Josh wines, but this one, probably would have let this one go. So what do we got here? It's a Zinfandel. It's from California, which isn't really what I want to hear. Where Zinfandel is from. Lodi, it's going to be one way. Dry Creek, it's going to be something else. Central Coast, it's going to be something else. Always a little bit different. So just saying California for what is essentially a $22 wine is like, hey, come on, give me a little something more than that. But they didn't. And then we got the bourbon barrel. Let's go into that a little bit. Typically, there's a couple of different ways you can finish wine. Wine barrels are toasted. And this is the difference between like having put it in your toaster, you put a piece of bread in there and it toasts it, and, setting the toasting thing on high and it comes out charred black. Whiskey stands up to the char, which is this whiskey. The bourbon barrel has been charred. Wine doesn't really do that, but then again, whiskey is in the barrel for, in Scotland, 12, 15, 18 years. In Tennessee and Kentucky, maybe 4, 5, 6. A lot warmer there. It doesn't need the extra years. Here, it was in a bourbon barrel, used bourbon barrel, charred bourbon barrel for 2 months. So they didn't, from what they say on their website, they didn't age it like always and then go to this is 100% 2 months, because there's a lot of flavor to be given in 2 months. And that's how they went about it. I'm going to take another sip here. The alcohol in this is 15%, which is kind of high. But if you're going to do it with Zinfandel, because Zinfandel can be a big, bold, fun wine. And this is a big, bold, fun wine. The first red wines I ever got into was Zinfandel. I think it was Ravenswood, No Wimpy Wines, a long time ago. And they were fun. And one thing about the Zinfandel grape, they say the Primitivo from Puglia in Italy and Zinfandel are the same thing, but they're not. Because in California, like a bunch of grapes, you see those bunches, there can be in the same bunch perfectly ripe grapes, too ripe, not just starting to ripen, and some that turn into prunes, and all on one bunch. And what they do, they don't pick the bad ones out or anything, they put it all together. And that's why Zinfandel's a little bit different than every other wine, because it can be spicy, and not every bunch is going to have that, but a lot of the bunches will. And it's kind of like it's kind of like a roulette wheel. You don't know what you're going to get with all the different bunches. So Zinfandel's fun in that regard. And I like Zinfandel. That's a little rustic, a little rough and around the edges. The other wines can be classy and, and sleek and elegant. But give me Zinfandel that's rustic. I don't need everyone to be in Baccarat glasses. You can take something that you can just drink and have a good time with. And that's what this one is. So there you go. This is the Josh Reserve Bourbon Barrel Zinfandel 2021. I got it for half price. Check out the paper. I mean, if it's 17, 18, I would buy it just because it's actually a good wine. It's full of flavor. They didn't skimp on the flavor. The Bourbon Barrel does add a few flavors there that you don't normally get. The 15% alcohol gives you a pretty much of a riper flavor of the wine. I read somewhere it's on the right on the edge of being a dry wine and a slightly sweet wine. And with 15% alcohol, that's the sugar. I can see where that could happen. We'll take a little bit more of the sip and we'll talk about it. Yep, it tastes good. It's fun. It is. You can find out, see, I'll go for it. At the regular price, if you just want to try a really good wine, it's a little bit different. I wish I told me more about it. If I knew it was Lodi, if I knew it was Dry Creek, if I knew it was this, I would, maybe like it a little, well, not like it a little more, but a little bit more comfortable with it. But the Josh Reserve Bourbon Barrel Zinfandel 2021 is a lot of fun. Tastes great. Makes me, I haven't had a couple of goods. I haven't loved the Zinfandel for a while. This one's going to get me back at it. Adios, keep it cheap. I'll talk to everybody in a couple of days.